youth, me granny whip me and me skin it woulda catch a fire. Nearby Fred Tona playing a lynch pack and the music just blaze it higher. Cause me couldn't leave the yacht, she said the dance got too much weed and rasta. I love you granny dear, but this a generation come fi blaze it higher. You cannot deny the people's struggle. You cannot deny the people's struggle. Open your eyes, people's struggle, and feel the vibes, yeah.
Yes, indeed. Feel the vibes, feel the vibes, feel the vibes of that music. That's Ray Darwin, the People's Choice, and we have him with us here today via Skype on Reggae Evolution. Good evening to you, Mr. Darwin.
Good evening. How are you, RJ? Thank you so much for having me on your program.
Brother, I'm blessed. And, you know, I heard this song. When did this song come out? About 4 years ago?
No. 5, 6. I released that song in 2005, 2006, to be honest with you. It really hit. Because I had 2 other songs that I had co-produced with friends of mine, and the business deal didn't go too well. And one with Turbulence called Notorious I Could Have Been, one of the most notorious. It was we were called TLC, and we did the Turbulence Notorious video, and yeah, we got taken advantage of, Jamaican style. And then I did Mama Don't Cry by Egyptian with No Doubt Records, and Flavor also took advantage, which is Dog Eat Dog style in Jamaica. And then I went to IRA FM with People's Choice, and a big #1 radio announcer say, don't worry, they take advantage. You have a big tune. And he never stopped playing it till this day.
And I think that might have been where I heard it.
It was 2006, yeah. 2006, Ron Machette, yes.
That might have been where I heard it, because it was when I heard it, just the hook got in my head, and you know, the People's Choice, and I just started playing it, and I said, who is this guy Ray Darwin? And I think at that time we had linked up on MySpace, I think it was, back in those days.
Yeah, before Facebook.
And I just said, hey man,
permeated the world.
yeah, exactly. So that song was the first thing that really caught me about you, and I didn't know anything about you. I just knew this one song that was booming. I said, well, you know, something's going on here. Who is this guy?
Thank you.
So I just get curious, you know, and I just said, well, Ray Darwin, and somehow we've reconnected and stay in touch. And now you're not in Jamaica, you're in Germany now.
Yeah, I live in Germany because I had and after they blew up the towers, I had a business in Wall Street. I worked in Wall Street. Wall Street was my life.
Wow.
And my girlfriend had an art gallery in Soho, which is the art area of New York, down in Tribeca and Soho. So we both had luxury business. When Wall Street does well, we make money. When it suffers, we are the barometer. We feel it, and we know when things are going well and when it doesn't. And when they blew up the towers, man, I mean, a lot of my accounts were in New Jersey, but it really put a stop on my stuff. So I pick up my guitar and start playing again. And 2 German producers saw me, the Berman brothers. They released Ule. They won Grammy for the Baja Boys do Ule the Dogs Out.
Oh, wow.
And they saw me playing my acoustic and singing and said, who is that? And then they contacted Mark Lineal, who owns, it's called Canal Room in Tribeca on West Broadway in Soho, and they asked, who's that guy? So Mark called me and said, 2 people are interested in you. And then the next thing you know, I had a record deal to Germany, and I came here and I saw a different quality of life, and I never, I moved here and never went back to New York. Because New York was everything for me. I love New York, man. It was my life, you know. There was nothing to me like New York. And I lived on 9th and University by 5th Avenue, and I watched from my living room window as those towers fell. And it killed something in me, because I always felt like everybody else, like America is the invincible. And when I saw that happen, something shattered inside of me that I couldn't explain what it was, and I felt helpless.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people, I don't know if you know John Stewart. He lived on 11th Street. His wife was pregnant at the time, and we both stood because I parked my car in front of his house every day, every alternative day, because of parking regulation and stuff. And it was hard, man. So when I got a release to Germany, man, I just went here and I just knew that life is directing me somewhere. So I was very adaptable to what spirit was showing me, and I was just open for that, and I just went with it.
Nice.
And I found Europe to be the first world, to be like a great place to learn from, and it was the next chapter of my life. And I am forever thankful for the chance to grow up in New York and be who I am, because it made me who I am, that I can live in Europe and walk around confident and be the person that I am. You know, New York made me. Sometimes people ask me, why don't you get a tattoo? And I said, if I ever get a tattoo, it's going to be like made in America on my ass, you know. You know, it's like, yeah. So that's where I am, brother.
Wow. And, you know, I have a connection to Germany now. My wife is from Cologne, and I was just so surprised. Yeah, exactly. You're more into the German than I am, brother. But I was just surprised at how respected reggae is over there.
Man, Germany is the pulse of reggae in Europe. France is doing a good job. It has bring back Max Romeo, because I remember Max Romeo and me was moving from in the early 70s, 80s in the Bronx. And I remember when he had a deal with Rolling Stones and it went bad, because like Peter Tosh with Rolling Stones, they didn't take care of the business aspect. They were floating on the superstardom and not business oriented. And Maxie went broke and he went back to Jamaica. And from those days in the Bronx, you know, with reggae, man, and I come to Germany now, and Max Romeo, I saw him at a show, and he said, you know, but Warren of Babylon sold 1 million in France. And I remember when Maxi was down and out, and France brought him back. So Europe, the difference between the United States and Europe is that they love roots reggae, the foundation. They also appreciate dancehall, and dancehall is the hype and the vibe. You can't deny it. But you have to respect the roots.
Yep.
You know, and Europe does. And that's why artists like me, after People's Choice Bus, I came here and I toured for 2 years straight on one song.
Wow.
2 years straight. I've been to every country from Greece, you name it. Abu Dhabi, Dubai, you name it. Everywhere, man.
Wow.
Italy, yeah. France.
From a little island.
Austria.
All over.
Germany. Yeah, man. Everywhere. From one song. So it's like the appreciation for roots in Europe is tremendous. And the good thing about it is that a lot of the younger folks are also artists themselves, and all the big festivals that help a lot of Jamaican artists are here in Europe. Poland is like big now with a festival. I do a lot of shows in Czech Republic, in Prague, and outside of Prague in Wrocław, where the snowboarding is, and and you can go to. I have shows in Denmark a lot. You name a land. I was in Greece. You go to Holland is big with reggae. Austria is big with reggae. Any point there you can hit. So it's an England for me. The biggest disappointment with reggae is England, wherein it is the European home of reggae, but it doesn't support it like Germany.
Isn't that interesting? And with so much of the roots coming out of London too, that
it's sad. It's full with Jamaicans and everything, but they don't support the music. I don't see no festivals in England like the way they are in Germany, and it has to do with the economics. But England has the money,
right?
You know, I mean, but for some reason, it's Mama colonialist. So she's like, you know, whatever that politics is, I don't even want to get into it.
Exactly.
I'm just happy that Germany supports it, and France.
Very nice. Well, I want to hear a track from your album. Now, my thoughts when I first heard the album, I was just really surprised. It really had a fresh thing about it, because it had some different producers and different sounds, and it just didn't sound like the typical Jamaican album.
I didn't want it to be typical.
Yeah, yeah. And I just really like that, the album and the harmonies and the melodies and, you know, different. So I want to play a piece of Time Flies here. And what do you want to tell me about that song?
Oh, God. Time Flies. Time Flies is very special because, like, I came here in a pop reggae scene and I signed a deal from New York for, like, I didn't know at the time. They tried to give me 10,000 and my deal was actually for 200,000 euro. And because I was in business at Wall Street and doing the limousine business, you know, when they tell me 10,000, I said, for me to leave New York alone, to just tie up my loose ends, I need at least $20,000. So I fought for 100,000. And they said, are you crazy, you little Rastax? 100,000? Are you crazy? Anyway, I end up getting like nearly 65 out of them. But when they came here, the deal went crazy. And so I ended up getting out of my deal, being solo, and then I started working with a producer here. We owned a studio together in a nice area of Hamburg, and we were doing pop stuff. And one day I just said, you know what? Why the hell am I doing pop? I should do reggae. And the first song I made reggae was this song, and it was a tribute to my family. My son was born and lives in Australia. My dad is in Florida. My mom is in Jamaica, my daughters are in New York, and I live in Germany. We're spread out. So it was a song to my family to say, I love you, even though we're spread out all over the world. I love you. And it's a I love you song to my family.
Nice. So here we go. Time Flies. We're speaking with Ray Darwin today.
Yes, it's gonna be music got me la 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 la. Yeah, 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 yeah. Time flies.
Yes, indeed. The sounds of Mr. Ray Darwin and Time Flies. Yes, brother. We really appreciate you taking the time, to hang out with us and talk for a little bit and reason about music and life and what you've been going through and dealing with.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, man. I'm honored to. Thank you so much for taking your time to present me. I deeply appreciate it.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to just to promote works that I like, Let people know about
Thank you, RJ. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So next I want to talk about a track you did with Fred Locks.
Yeah.
Old school veteran there, huh?
Yeah, man. It's an honor, man, because I was in Jamaica when I did with THC when we did Notorious. Fred Locks came by the studio to voice on it, and I voiced Leroy Smart, and a lot of veterans were there. But Fred Locks from Black Star Liner days, he was one of the only one that all he had was Black Star Liner, and then you heard nothing about him again. He just fell out, and he asked me to write a song for him. Mm-hmm. And he said, please write a song for me. And I wrote that song, man, and he was so happy, and he told his manager about it, and that's why I had to put it on my album, because he is such a gentle soul to this day. What a beautiful person, a real true-hearted, humble Rasta man who still has not faltered in not even 0.001% in terms of just loving people and believing in people and life and wanting joy and happiness. Like his song says, oh, what a joy, a joy. I'm just a Rasta man, and I was honored, man. If you notice, I only have him alone on there and Sarah Lugo, which is an amazing German singer here. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was honored, man. I wrote this song and I had to feature it because it's not for me. What's the point? I'm not about no hype artists. I'm not into that, I have values.
You're a music man.
I have values.
Yep. Well, let's hear that right now. And Ray Darwin and Fred Locks, In This Time.
Tree heading for Papi. Mr. Conductor was so very mean. The man told him up front today him only have half the fare. Can you please let him off up at Papin Square? Him running low on the dime. Oh Lord, in this time
I'd love to see less war and crime.
In this time,
and people willing to leave things to God and time.
In this time,
people caring and people sharing.
In this time,
people giving
more respect for those who are living. Hey, Mr. Officer, where's the law and order? Hey, Mr. Batman, why you killing off your brother? I guess we will never see peace and unity. Lord have mercy on all our will. In this time,
I'd love to see more love made on the place.
in this time,
more smiles and less cruel face.
in this time,
Smile a while, give your face a rest.
in this time,
Try your best, no one's fate you must test.
life in these days seems far from the ways of love. Give a little respect, survival needs the blessing from above. When our questions goes in action, life overloads your mind, yet it has so much to offer. Listen now, brother, listen now. Oh, son,
caring, and people sharing.
In this time,
People giving.
more respect for those who are living. The road is rocky, sometimes not clear. With Jah by my side, I'll have no fear.
No fear.
We got to find a way.
Yes, indeed. More smiles and less screw face. Wow, lyrics, man, love it. Very nice. Fred Locks and Ray Darwin. We're speaking with Ray Darwin today. He's coming to us from Germany. Where are you in Germany right now?
Hanover.
You're in
My band
Hanover.
is- I live in Hamburg, but my band is in Hanover, and I do a lot of production here. So, yeah, and Hanover is growing on me.
Yeah, I see.
'Cause I'm a Hamburger guy, but Hanover is growing on me. Yeah.
What do you
last
like
year
about Hanover? What is it?
Well, to be honest with you, it's just the people that I'm interacting with, because last year I was called for some festivals at last minute, and the only band that I found to work with, they're out of Hanover, and they're so cool, personable, and really easy, just like my character. No hype, no fuss. We practice, we get the job done. So I've taken them all over with me, from Denmark, all over Germany, Austria, Switzerland, whatever. And I am booked already for a lot of festivals. So yeah,
Nice.
I will stay with them. They're not like the best musicians out, like the ones out of Germany, tops, but they're loyal and they love my music, and we have a good family setting, and that's more important to me than having the best musicians.
You're very, very wise there.
Yeah,
Very wise.
yeah.
Well, I hope to see you on stage this summer somewhere. I hope we can cross paths. That would be so nice.
Well, yeah, I have to come to the States, because I have one show, I think, scheduled for Florida, and then 4 in Hawaii, but I'm trying to get onto this Sarah Nevada festival.
Okay.
But we'll see how it goes. We see how the second album goes, and then we take it from there.
Nice. So you working on the second album now?
Oh, it's almost done, man.
All right, all
Can't
right.
play. Last year I was slow. This year I was on top of the game from November.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I want to hear another track from the album. The track that you spoke about earlier, the other duet with Sarah Lugo, a German artist.
Sarah, she's out of Munich. Amazing singer. Her brother has a famous band called Jamarama, and they are pretty much very famous here too. And she's just an amazing singer. And she was nominated now for the Best International out of London. Nominated for hopefully one of the best international reggae artists out of Europe. So I hope she wins.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Good For You, this is a song you wrote with her?
Yes. Well, yes. I wrote the music, and then I invited her in on it, and I loved what she did. Jamarama was in Hamburg, and they invited me on stage, and then the next day I invited her into the studio and said, I want to do a combination with you, and she nailed it.
Wow. Very nice. So let's hear that now. Good For You, Sarah Lugo and Ray Darwin.
Comforted my heart. Move like a team from the very start. My only wish, this will never end. You're my lover and my friend. We face the world feeling strong again. The sun and the moon that shines from above bring you love. Oh, sweet mama,
everything into do. Reflect your inner you. Where you grow, move it slow. It's the little things that give your spirit wings. Yeah.
The sun and the moon that shines from above bring you love. Oh, the birds and the bees, the flowers and the trees bring you love.
Very, 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 very nice. I love the harmonies on that, Ray.
Thank you.
That is so nice.
Thank you.
So, let's see. I want to do one more piece, and I think this is the reason that we finally connected here. The cover version that just came out on the Covers for Reggae Lovers, Volume
VP.
3.
Yeah.
That got my attention and said, "Oh yeah, Ray," and that song really fits your voice really well.
You think?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It really.
I don't know. It's hard for me to really judge it because, the A&R guy from VP, he called me and said, we're doing this compilation to be released in January. It pays this amount, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to produce and sing a song for the release in New York? And I said, why not? And then when I send it to them, the production, they say, love it, love it, love it, love it. VP Atlantic Records. And I was like, okay.
Cool.
And I'm happy for the response. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man.
I've loved that song for a long time to finally get a reggae version of it that I can play. Our station is an R&B station, so I'm always looking for those choice R&B covers that I can feature on my show that my audience really would relate to, and it's just very nice.
Thank you.
So I would say let's play that.
Okay, man.
And I will say, we'll wrap things up here, and I want to just say a big respect and big thanks for taking the time to speak with us, Ray.
Thank you so much.
You're
and have a good time, RJ, and I will link you, and we talk on Facebook.
For sure. And what I see, Ray, is you're just a very sweet soul.
Thank you, sir.
And I really appreciate what you're putting out and giving the world. It's a good thing. We need more of it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, man.
All right,
really.
Brother. You're welcome.
All the best, man.
All the best to you. And we stay connected. And here's your final tune, A Kiss from a Rose. This is Ray Darwin on Reggae Evolution.